Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome. This is your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel I review brand new cars. Today I'm at Beaver Toyota of St. Augustine with this brand new 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander. This is the top of the line trim, the Hybrid MAX Platinum trim. Today I'm going to take in a complete tour of it. We're going to check it out, interior, exterior, technology, of course, the test drive. If you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, consider subscribing. And if you like anything about this video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. And now let's get back to this. When Toyota introduced the Grand Highlander a few years back, it created a new benchmark in the industry for the three-row midsize SUVs. Not only we have something for everyone, we have three different engine choices, but we also have one of the largest and roomiest vehicles in its class. And that's what families need, right? When you're looking for a three-row SUV and you don't want to go for a full size, you need the maximum room. And that's what they've done. Now, today I have the top of the line trim because there are several different trim levels. There are different engine options starting in the low 40s going up to about $62,000. Let's take a look and see what we have on the most expensive trim. Starting with the exterior design, I like this classy looking front end. Now, if you like the color of it, they call it Storm Cloud, and the dew comes standard if you're in Florida and doing it in the morning. Let's take a look and see what we have. We have the LED lights, daytime running lamps, and turn signals. We also have a set of fog lamps at the bottom. I like this front grille. This is kind of this gunpowder metallic color. We have the front-facing camera, large Toyota logo. The bottom of it is finished in this polished aluminum trim. Very nice and matching with everything. And we also have this chrome trim that goes across the entire width of the vehicle. Flat hood, and let's pop it open, see what's underneath it. Three engine choices are available for 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander. Two of them are hybrids. This is Hybrid MAX, the most powerful one. It is a 2.4-liter turbocharged and intercooled four-cylinder engine with two electric motors. We have a total horsepower output of 362 and 400 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 6-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, and that's a standard on the Platinum model. What else we have? We have some heat shield right in the back there. We have some sound insulation, and yes, I have to ding Toyota for this ugly prop stick, because if you're spending that kind of money, you should have the hood struts on it. But we're definitely going to check out the ride quality and the quietness of the cabin at the end of this video. As I mentioned, this is one of the largest SUVs in its class. We have a total width of it 78.3 and a total length of 201.4 inches, a wheelbase 116.1, and the height is 70.1 without the antenna. So it is a large SUV. Now, this particular one, being the top of the line trim, sits on 20-inch wheels. I like the design of it. Very nice and classy. And as far as the size of the tires, we have 255 by 55 on 20-inch rim. We have some matte black cladding around the wheel wells as well as the bottom of the vehicle to prevent it from scratching. And if you scroll up here, we have the fully loaded mirrors, and that includes the turn signal, side view camera, blind spot assist. As far as the surroundings of the windows, bottom of it is chrome, top of it is all in black. We have the proximity entry system on all four doors that allows you to lock and unlock the doors without pushing any buttons on the key itself. And let's move on, take a look and see what's going on right here in the back. And here you'll find all LED tail lamps. Now, at first I thought that this light bulb is an incandescent one, but it looks like it is an LED. So a fully LED light setup. We have the third brake light right in this gate spoiler. I kind of wish that that wiper was hidden underneath it. We have the Toyota logo, Grand Highlander spelled out, Hybrid MAX on one side, Platinum on the other side, reflector lights, and two exhausts at the bottom. Now, if I open this gate up, it is, of course, a power gate. You're going to see how much room we'll have. Now, with the seats folded down as such, now only with the two rows of seat, we have 57.9 cubic feet of storage. And I'm gonna raise those seats up in just a little bit to show you that we still have plenty of space even with the third row seats up. As you can see, JBL stereo, 120 volt outlet here. Let's move those seats up all the way. Now you can recline them a little bit to make the passengers slightly more comfortable. And yes, right behind here, still 20.6 cubic feet of storage. But if you fold down all of the seats, now the middle row seat and the back seats, it's going to extend to over 97 cubic feet of total storage, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest in its class. And since I have a good visibility what's going on here, in the third row seat, passengers will have their own cup holders, USB Type-C charging points, and this is for both sides. Up on top, they have their own vent for comfort and illumination if they want to read something. Now, let me see if I can get inside this third row seat. Let's get in the third row seat. The way you do it, there's a lever up on top of the seat. You pull it up, the seat moves out of the way, and then we can get in this third row seat. Now I have it fully reclined all the way back there. So as far as the headroom, shoulder room, no complaints here. But as always, let's check out and see if I have any knee room. Let's try sliding the seat all the way back and folding it. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm surprised because I'm touching the knees to the back of the seat, but I still have a little bit of room. Let me see if I can just move it maybe like an inch or so as such. Yeah, now I have plenty of room. So is the passenger in the middle row seat. So it is actually an adult-friendly third row seat. Of course, no question, as far as the roominess in the second row seat, I have this front seat adjusted to my regular driving position, about 6 feet tall. Look how much room I have in front of my knees. Plenty of shoulder room, plenty of headroom. Feels nice and comfortable. Let's take a look at the rest of this interior. We're going to start right here with this rear door panel. We have the manual sunshade for the second row. And something that I would complain about is this hard plastic in the second row door. Now, a lot of manufacturers are kind of forgetting about the second row passengers, and this is a family vehicle, so there's going to be plenty of them in here. Now, we have some soft touch material, so leather wrapping on the armrest, window control, tiny little bit of storage here, and more storage at the bottom of the door, as well as the speaker. Now let's move on and take a look at what else is going on. First of all, the seats. They're leather trimmed, and we have this suede insert. Very nice, very comfortable. And we have this kind of bronze-looking trim down in the middle. Several different ways to move the seats. Now, first of all, if you want to move the seat out of the way, you pull on this lever and it gets out of the way. Now, there's also a couple different positions here. At the bottom, you can recline it, fold the seat flat, and just move it front and back. Now you can see this vent right here. This is for that hybrid battery. So that's venting out in here so that the seat is sitting up on top of it as well. And moving on, this is a 7-passenger configuration. In the middle, we have this console with the cup holders, and right in this front console, we have the heated, ventilated seats, a climate control setting, so you can adjust your own climate control, USB Type-C on both sides, one and the other, and we have the regular household outlet for you in case you need to charge your laptop or something. Backs of the seats, we have some additional storage, illumination, and vents are up on top, and we have this large panoramic sunroof as well. Of course, before we get inside, let's take a listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. Pretty solid thud. We're going to listen to it from the inside as well. And here's what's going on here. Situation is a little bit different because we have the softer plastic up on top. We also have this nice looking trim, kind of simulating the carbon fiber with this 3D design. Now we have 2 memory seat settings, window, mirror, lock controls. Again, we have the softer armrest and more storage at the bottom. Moving on, we have the Grand Highlander displayed on this aluminum trim. And then we have multiple adjustments for the seat as well. Now, is this, oh, the lumbar is only 2 ways. Well, that's kind of a bummer here. Now we have the regular pedals. This is where you open your trunk, and this is where you open your gas tank. By the way, the gas mileage 27 is the combined number, 26 and the city, 27 on the expressway. Still pretty decent for the power you're getting. Now on the left hand side of the steering wheel, we have the fog lights, we have the heated steering wheel. You can turn on that outlet in the back and you can open your gate. And then we have the odometer trip reset and the dimmer right on the side. Here, let me jump inside. I'll show you the rest of this interior. And let's listen to the sound of the closing door from the interior here. Boom, that's even better than from the outside. Let's take a look at this interior for this 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander Platinum Hybrid MAX. So it hasn't changed much from what I remember it being a couple years back. We have the JBL stereo, we have the USB Type-C port on the side, a nice trim that matches the one on the door, and of course we have this shelf for an additional storage. We have this softer touch material on the dashboard, 12.3-inch screen, a digital instrument cluster, and a head-up display. I'm not sure if you can see, but now it displays the speed, the gear that I'm in, and we have also the cruise control. Now as far as the steering wheel, we have the thicker bottom steering wheel, a little bit of that shiny black, a bunch of buttons on the left hand side. We have the volume control, voice control, phone pickup and hang up button. We have the back button, of course, the way to control what's going on in the instrument cluster. And on the right hand side, we have the cruise control, adaptive cruise control, different modes, and seek and track. We have the attention assist, pedal shifters, and the regular stalks in the back for the lights, turn signals, and the wipers, of course. Here is the digital instrument cluster. Let's see what's going on here. This is a hybrid vehicle, so you can see charge, eco, and power on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, I'm sorry, on the right-hand side with the speedometer. Right now, we're in the settings mode, so you can adjust that. We have the head-up display, a lane departure assist, blind spot monitoring, pre-collision sensing. We have the parking sensor, rear cross traffic alert, and then we have some other abbreviations that I'm not quite sure what they stand for, but that deals with the parking assist and emergency braking in case it senses an object or a person. So road sign assist, and then we have the side exit assist or entry assist, right? So vehicle settings, meter settings, several different ones. Let's go back here and let's see what's going on, and let's move on, see what other options we have. So we can change the design of it. Right now it's design 1, design 2, and 3. Okay, and we can change what's going on in each of the sides. So let's say let's move on to design 3. I'm going to hold to change settings, and it's displayed on the right hand side. We can change on the left hand side, actually in the middle, I think. Okay, so now it's on the left hand side. Sorry, it's an audio, blank, etc. Several different options you can change to. Eco score, EV ratio, let's leave this. In the middle, you can display map if you wanted to. On the right hand side, tire pressure, energy monitor, trip A, trip B, etc. So definitely, you know, a lot of customization that's going on here as well. Now we have a large 12.3-inch display for the infotainment system, and this is the standard Toyota infotainment system. So yeah, we're not gonna set up, we're gonna do setup later here, and exit, and here it is. So this is the infotainment system that Toyota started a few years back. So we have the subscription-based navigation system. So it doesn't come standard on the vehicle. I believe there might be a trial that you get with this. And then as far as the audio, we have the Sirius XM, AM, FM, and you know, you're able to stream, of course, from your phone. But I'm glad the Toyota kept the Sirius XM. I know Honda is only web-based, or it's only app-based, so we can connect the phone, wireless, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, different settings for the vehicle, climate, trip information, energy, flow, vehicle alert, and the general settings here that you can customize as well. So tons of features. Let's put it in reverse and let's see how this rear view camera looks like. Very nice quality, definitely clear view of what's going on in the back. Now we have the front parking sensors that are beeping at us right now because I'm close to the bushes in the front. And then you can also turn on the camera washer, and here both the top camera and the bottom are being washed here. So actually the front one, I believe. So this is the rear camera right there. You can see that. All right, so here's what's going on. The top-down view, we have the trajectory lines, as you can see, that are displayed from the top view as well as in the back here. And you can make some customization to this as well by hitting this settings button. So cornering view, view under vehicle, it's on Toyota Park Assist 3D display. And then we have the panoramic view monitor. Now, it used to have this egg-shaped view in here, and I don't see that here. Maybe I have to push a different button, which I'm going to do right now. Here, this is the view, and let's see if it still has it. Oh, it still has it. All right, sorry. Okay, this is something that egg view of the Toyota, nobody can quite figure out of what it's for, but it's here. All right, so let's close this off. We don't need to see that anymore. Here's another thing. I'm going to put it in reverse, back it up, and then go forward a little bit just so you can see that it has this under vehicle view. As you can see what's going on. It's especially important when you're off the beaten path and you don't want to run over something. So what it does is essentially the camera records the image and then it projects it as the vehicle keeps rolling over it. So it's not like true view in real time, but it's probably a second delay or so. All right, so software update apps. So this is basically your infotainment system. Of course, we have the volume and power button here. And what I like that they left these shortcut buttons, especially for the climate control. So you don't have to search for it in the infotainment system. They're right here. As you can see, there's two-zone climate control in the front, single in the back. So total of tri-zone climate control, heated, ventilated seats. We have, of course, the heated steering wheel. Oh, do we? I don't see that button for it. And there's none in here. All right, well, maybe you don't have the heated steering wheel. Or maybe it turns on automatically. We have this front window defroster underneath the windshield wipers. It kind of heats it up in case of frost so the wipers don't get stuck to it. And then, of course, we can see what's going on here in the climate control. You can sync it. This is the rear climate control. You can select the separate settings for it. Turn on or off the rear climate control, your choice. And then this is it for the climate control. But down below we have the emergency lights, and I like this bronze trim. Not a lot of it here, although I kind of would like to see more because we see some on the side and of course inside these seats, right? So you can see the suede. We have this bronze tubing and this bronze trim over here. Really good looking one in my opinion. Going back to this middle of this vehicle, we have the hazard lights, and of course we have the large vents. This is where you start the vehicle. This is where I used to show you that egg view of this vehicle. Let's see if that's, yeah, there you go. And then we have the USB Type-C port, another one for data. This is for charging. And then here we have the pad for wireless charging. And this is a shifter, kind of a hybrid specific shifter on Toyota. So you can see we move it towards you, put it in drive, put it away from you, put it in reverse and push to park. Now we have the two large cup holders, parking brake and auto hold for the parking brake. And here are your modes. So normal. Okay, you press the button, we're in the normal mode, or we can control it and see what's going on. So let me show you what's going on the screen while we change the modes. So we go from normal, and let's see, here is your drive mode. So this is rock and dirt. This is mud and sand. We also have the sport mode, and we have the eco mode. So whichever one you like. I kind of like that animation here. And you can also push the normal mode, and this is your regular normal everyday mode in here. So basically this is what we have. We also have the snow mode and the hill descent assist, and you can open up this console, allowing you to store quite a few more things inside of it. Moving up to the top, guys, here is your mirror. So this is the camera mirror, a very, in my opinion, needed feature, especially on the SUVs like this. We have the sunglasses holder and the controls for your lights and this large panoramic sunroof. So first of all, this is for your sunshade. This is for your sunroof. As you can see, it's slide and tilt, allowing you to get more air and more light inside of this vehicle. And then we also have the illuminated mirrors and the visors. So fully loaded one. I think it's got tons of features, and I really like this interior a lot. Let me know what you think about it. Now let's talk about pricing. Take it for a spin. Well, guys, I'm on Toyota's website because I need some help. There's so many different trim levels. As I mentioned before, there are 3 different engine choices. 2 of them are hybrids, the regular hybrid, the Hybrid MAX, and then we have the regular internal combustion engine. So the internal combustion engine is a 2.4 liter turbocharged engine. We have 265 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. The hybrid is a 2.5 liter engine, 4-cylinder with 245 combined horsepower. And of course, we have this 2.4 liter turbocharged Hybrid MAX with 362 horsepower. So different outputs, different gas mileage, and of course different features on the vehicle. But the least expensive Grand Highlander is the LE non-hybrid. Starts at $41,360. It gets 21 miles per gallon in the city, 28 on the expressway. Then we have an XLE at $44,130, and then we go to the new trim, which is a hybrid LE. $44,710 is the starting MSRP. The gas mileage increases dramatically, even though the horsepower drops a little bit. We have 36 in the city and 32 on the expressway. Then the hybrid XLE, even better gas mileage, 37 in the city, 34 in the expressway, 45,880. Hybrid, or the limited non-hybrid, 48,860. Hybrid limited at 52,210. Hybrid Nightshade, which is a new trim again for 2026 model year, 53,190. Then we have the Platinum non-hybrid at 54,545. Hybrid Max Limited at 55,190, and the Hybrid Max Platinum, which is this one, at 59,275. So the difference between the Platinum and the Platinum Hybrid Max is about $4,000. Now, about 60 horsepower difference and about 90 pound-feet of torque. Better gas mileage? Yeah, I think I would be inclined to go with the Hybrid Max versus the regular one at the price difference. Even though it sounds like a lot, it's less than 10% of the price of the vehicle. We're going to do a quick 360, see how this vehicle turns. So turn the steering wheel all the way to the left, and then we can do a quick circle here, and that is pretty nice and tight. Now let's get back on the road, and it's very nice, very quiet as far as what's going on in the cabin. Very little noise coming in. We are in the regular normal driving mode. There's a eco, there's a sport, maybe for acceleration, or let's put it in the sport mode and see what's going to happen there. Now, as far as the 0 to 60, and I know I keep on saying this is not important, but if you are into having this more fun driving experience, that definitely helps. It was tested at about 5.6 seconds 0 to 60, so quite fast for a mid-size 3-row family SUV. Good visibility. We have a decent size mirrors. I can see what's going on in the front. I love this mirror, camera mirror. It definitely helps out, even if there's people sitting in the second and third row seat. You can see what's going on in the back. It feels easy to drive. It's not overwhelming. It's not too big. I think it's just the right size. And having all this room in the back, especially in the third row seats and the storage space, that's a huge plus. That's why I'm saying it. Toyota created a benchmark with this Grand Highlander, because now everybody's looking up to it. And if something is bigger or better, they go like, hey, we got more this or that than the Grand Highlander. But I can't really think about what's bigger or better. Now, I recently done the Palisade, both the hybrid and the non-hybrid version, and yes, they have tons of features, big screens. They even have a disinfecting UV light for your phone. They have a lot of gimmicks, a lot of gadgets, and it was a really nice vehicle. It comes with a long warranty, but I think I would feel more at home, if you will, with this one. It feels better driving it, I think. And yes, it's at $62,000. I think the Palisade Hybrid that I tested, well, it was pretty close. It was about 59, so it's just very close to this one. Well, you know, my personal opinion, I think I would stick with this, but everyone is different and everybody has different needs as far as what the cars are for. So we're going to do a quick acceleration test once we get to this straightaway here and see how this vehicle accelerates. But overall, a very, very good driving experience. And I've driven them before, so this is a short test drive. Cornering wise, yeah, has a little bit of body lean, but not big, not overwhelming. Well, guys, I'm going to stop right here. And we're going to do a quick acceleration test here. 3, 2, 1. Wow. We're already at 55, 60, over 60 miles per hour. Definitely, you know, this is something that it might not be necessary because you get a better gas mileage with the regular hybrid, but you're not going to get this. And, you know, some people, including myself, like to have this acceleration available when necessary, and this definitely makes a huge difference. So is it worth it? Yes, I think it is. It's worth that $4,000 upcharge from the regular non-hybrid Platinum to the Hybrid MAX Platinum. I think it's well worth it. Let me know what you think about it. Would you go for the regular non-hybrid, hybrid, or Hybrid MAX, or maybe some other vehicle is in your plans, and why? But I think this is definitely one of the best, if not the best, mid-size 3-row SUV that's available on the market right now, guys. Let me know what you think about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something about this brand new 2026 Grand Highlander Platinum Hybrid MAX. And if you did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more automotive content. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.